Welcome back to our podcast. My name is Raquel,
I'm Jessica.
and the title of our podcast is called Listen, the Girls Are Talking. Today we're going to be talking about sisterhood
and friendships.
Yes, and we are going to let you guys in on how we met, how we became friends,
Yes,
and how we knew, like, yeah, she a
the
real one.
Yes.
So for all of you who don't know, Jessica is actually my brother's child's mother. So her children are my nephew and niece.
Yeah.
But we became friends outside of that.
Yeah. We met in what, 2013?
Yeah, we met in I think we met in the year 2013.
And we really became close in 2019. Yes, 2019. And we stayed in Iowa together. And Raquel ended up moving to Iowa a few years after.
Mm-hmm.
And my lease was up and I was thinking about moving back home. But in that process, we were roommates.
Yes. We decided to live together.
Yes.
For a few months. And that gave us a chance to get to know each other on our own pace in our own time. And I realized like she was a real one when like we were opening up about things like we didn't know about each other. Like I felt like we were vulnerable, and I feel like the trust was built because we felt comfortable opening up about each other's lives and what we've been through.
Yeah, as far as like childhood and things you probably wouldn't just like openly tell people on a regular. But it was like we stayed with each other, so it was kind of like it was just like a natural like bond, a natural flow. And we used to watch TV shows together.
Yes, we used to watch shows together.
We used to get lit off the Monaco.
Yes.
We used to come to Chicago to visit too.
We both were working at daycares down there too.
Yeah, we both were working at daycares.
Yeah.
Like we was just like we formed our own like support and sisterhood and friendship like based off like just standing together. But we never bumped heads because we was also like gave each other space too.
Mm-hmm.
Like we wasn't like always talking or always doing stuff together. Like it would be times like I would be in my room, you'd be in the living room, or you'd be in your room, and
that's
then
true.
like we come together,
check in.
Yeah, it was like that type of thing. It was like a good balance though. Like it was nice. It wasn't like overwhelming or anything. I thought Raquel was a real one. I had an altercation with someone and she jumped in the middle of it. She didn't like pick sides or anything like that, but I thought that was nice because the person that the altercation was with was somebody that she knew way more well than she knew me. And for her to not pick sides and just try to like break it up or just like make sure things didn't get too crazy, I was like, dang, like most people would be like, shoot, the person they know the longest, they gonna ride for that person. Mm-hmm. And in the midst of that all happening, I was like, dang, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was like, dang, if they both on me, it's gonna be like, dang. But it was like, I respected her after that because it was like, I mean, I always respected you, but it was like more respect that it was like, dang, you could just know right is right and wrong is wrong. It was like a different level of respect that it was like, okay, I got her back. She got my back. Yeah. We good. And even like staying together, because most people don't be like, want to stay here? Like most people don't do that. And it wasn't like, it was just like on some real genuine and stuff like, you know. But that happened for a reason because that brought us closer and that got we got to know each other on a, you know, a different level, like on a real genuine level. Like I respect that. We close. Yeah, could be like
that's my slang.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. In our friendship, I definitely feel like it's a lot of support and genuineness and like authenticity Like, we ain't trying to be like nobody.
No.
Like, we not trying to be like nobody. We are who we are, and we do our best to support each other and to be there for each other.
Yeah.
So I think that's important in friendships and sisterhood.
And you know what's like, because a lot of people let distance come between people, but
Mm-hmm.
like even when I had moved back home and you was still in Iowa, we still stayed in contact.
Yeah.
We still stayed in touch and we still stayed supportive. And then when you moved back home and I was all the way where I'm at and you all the way where you at, it was like we still show up in ways that we can, like, most people, like I said, will was like distance will come between them, and it's just nice to, we don't have to live around the corner from each other to be supportive of each other. Like we still, making things happen,
or to remain close.
Yeah, I enjoy that. Like, we could talk on the phone for hours,
literally,
like hours.
That's really how this podcast started.
Literally.
Because we literally can sit and talk on the phone for hours.
Like two aunties though, like my cousin like heard us talk one time and he's like, you and Raquel, like two aunties on the phone, just like talking and talking and talking. And I was like, but that's how we do.
Yeah,
though. Like,
naturally, like we could talk about any and everything.
Literally, like bounce off ideas. Mm-hmm. It's a good balance. Like, that's an equal give and take, like friendship. That's like, I hope everybody gets to witness, because most people don't like actually get a real equal balanced friendship.
That's
like
true.
And we never fell out. We didn't have to be like, oh, we done been through hell and back or whatever. It's like literally like when we became friends, we stayed friends.
Yeah, like we only just got closer from there.
Yeah. Like, it's gonna continue to grow, and that's everybody needs to experience that, because having genuine friends, real friends, solid friends, friends you could trust, friends you could, that's gonna treat your kids like theirs, that's gonna, help you when you down, or if that's gonna be that support. You need those type of friends in your life. Like, you just need that. And I appreciate all my friends though. None of them are the same. And I like that. But like, all of them have different strengths that I like in them. That's like, I really love my friends, like my circle of friends. Whether they get on my nerves or not, sometimes it's nothing. But at the end of the day, I respect them. Like, at the end of the day, like, they have my respect.
I think also, like, sometimes you do have to know like what category your friends lie in.
Yeah.
You got some friends that's just like for partying. Like, don't go to them crying about nothing, because this the party friend. Like, y'all not there with it, and that's okay as long as you're able to identify what each friend is for, instead of having the same expectation on all friends. Then I feel like you better off. But I feel like within our friendship, we can talk about business, we could talk about life, relationships. We could talk about so many different topics. So we kind of got like an all-in-one.
Yeah, because we done partied together.
Yeah.
We done cried together.
Yeah.
Shoot, we done fought together. Like, we done seen the lowest of each other, and it was still like, man, like, it was still that, like, it was still solid. Like, no matter what type of thing, like, being locked in with somebody, you actually, that's like real life being locked in. I try to keep all my friends on the same page. So I do. Like,
being able to do it like all in one.
Yeah. I do. But because I really don't like separating.
Yeah.
But you do have, in a way, you do kind of got to do that, because even if you don't want to do that, it kind of happens naturally, because all friends aren't always available, or they all have everybody at different points of their life where it's like, they don't always have the time to give you that support or give you that what you need at that moment. So you got to let them like figure that out. But you're not I ain't gonna say you're gonna wait. You're gonna go confide in another friend. And I'm just at the point where I'm kind of like just accepting my friends who they are, like just loving them for who they are. It's not so much of like if they can. I mean, of course, you want people that could be there for you and things like that, but it's not always about if you could be there for me or if I can be there for you. It's really just like when I talk to you, we get a good laugh in. When I talk to you, you make me feel good. When I like the feel that you give me, I'm more so on that type of time now. Like I'm not. It's not always just like a 50-50. It's just, well, or what you could do for me. It's more so like how you can make me feel. Mm-hmm. But it is always nice to have that one person though across the board.
Yeah, like, for real.
Once you have that one person across the board, you kind of just be like, whatever. You kind of don't be like craving the I feel like you don't be like overly craving the friendships that much because you really need like the right people, and it don't have to be a lot because less is more. But having the right people in your corner is that's something that can't be beat or something that's like unmatched. And the way my friends showed up for me the past year, I appreciate that. Made me look at them a little different. Like, oh yeah, like, we could be the girlfriends, So I kind of do my part in trying to maintain our friendships as well, our bonds. I try to talk to them at least weekly, send a little text, laugh a little bit,
Mm-hmm. It's also important to like not only show up for your friends when everything is going good, but like when they not feeling well or when they going through things in their life. Like those moments matter and those moments are huge too. Like everything won't always be good.
Yeah.
But being there for each other like at any state at all times is I feel like that's what a real friend is.
Yeah. Cause like when I had did I talk to you after I had my surgery? We stayed on the phone in the hospital after I had my surgery, like, and I was just, and I was like in so much pain, but like I was just so happy that like I could like mentally like not be there, like emotionally not be there. I was in so much pain, but just being able to like laugh, like, cause I was telling you about me tubes I had. I was like, I'm really up, but I was like, man, just having somebody just talk to at that moment was just like, cause I was in the hospital by myself, but it was like, hey, ain't nobody try to call or nothing, but we stayed on the phone for like 3 hours. Mm-hmm. The times that they brought in the medicine and everything, and I was just like, then I finally was able to go to sleep. But just having that too is just like, that's like the perfect example of like real friend. And I'm able to do that with my other friends too. Like not like in the hospital, but like when I'm not feeling well, I could call them and just talk to them, or they'll call me back and we able to talk. But like in that midst of the moment when I was in the hospital, because that was my lowest moment, I was just like, shit, like, thank you for being on the phone with me, because I was already scared. Mm-hmm. But it was just like, huge. Yeah, it was just nice to just like have somebody to calm your anxiety down, calm your worries down, whereas you were able to sleep through the night. So I appreciate that.
I feel like always make sure like in friendships it's like a reciprocal thing. Like don't give too much and feel drained because the other person not giving too much as you. And then still realize like everybody is not gonna be exactly who you are.
Yeah.
Like you gotta know where people at. Like they can show up, but you can't expect them to show up how you would because you're your own person. Like
I didn't really have expectations for friends. Like I was so detached from people that like a lot of stuff didn't really matter to me. Mm-hmm. So like when I can actually say that I have friends now, it's like a fulfillment, I would say. Because you kind of yearn for it your whole life. Mm-hmm. And then you think you met a friend, but then like we move so much, or like something go left, or people be moving shiesty.
They do.
Like people be moving. Make sure you could trust your friends. Mm-hmm. Like God gonna test you through anything, like a relationship or a friendship. You gonna get them tests regardless. See how people handle them situations. Cause that's gonna you don't gotta try to test people on your own, and you don't have to like do too much to see somebody's true colors.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us just ignore it because we really mess with the person. We really want that person in our lives, but say yourself the heartbreak, because friend breakups hurt.
Yes.
Say yourself the heartbreak that when you witness the first betrayal, just
you will meet somebody better. Like
for real.
You do not have to hold on to that unhealthy friendship. And then we friends, we not friends. We friends, we into it. We get on social media. Like all that's toxic. Like you don't need that in your life.
Especially not the social media. Because once you put the real to not business,
for real,
you done with me. Like
done.
I'm not no social media like well, I'm finna do too much on social media. Like once it hit the internet, it's over with. Like you might as well go ahead on about your business because I'm not gonna trust you the same. I'm not gonna look at you the same. Like it's not gonna be that. Like I know it's not. Like I know who I am. Like I know that I don't even rock like that because I wouldn't do that to nobody. Like the sneak dissing and the fake shade and
right.
But then want to hee ha ha in your face a couple of weeks. Like nah, go ahead about your business, bro. Because I ain't even It ain't gonna be the same. So like pick your battles wisely. Like either our friendship is important and you're gonna share shit, or you're gonna be one of them fake sometimes friends. Like you gotta pick a side though. Like we getting too grown for the look. That's little kid stuff.
For real.
Like, if
that's
you could
high school stuff.
You could go make a status. You could call me. If you could go make a status, you could text me. If you can make a status, you can give yourself some time and then we could talk. Like it's so many options that you could do instead of giving up on a friendship. That it's like once you get you honestly can't come back. And once that pattern happens, like that on and off, it's gonna keep being that though. It's gonna keep being that because I'm gonna keep feeling some type of way, and you gonna keep doing it. Because you're gonna be comfortable like you're gonna be comfortable with doing that thing that's cool, and I'm gonna feel some type of way. I'm not gonna trust you. And when I don't trust you, I really don't put in effort with like a lot of stuff. Like if I just stop giving a fuck, like I'm not gonna be trying to work on our friendship. Like you kind of like an acquaintance at that moment. Like you.
And then also like when it comes to friends, I know how important it is to have friends, but the worst thing to do is keep friends that you know is not good for you in your life. Like don't do that. You don't be one of them friends that need friends so bad that you just accepting all type of people. Stuff, like if your friend for real, like no, if your friend is not being the friend to you that you need them to be, communicate that. We adults now. Everything can be communicated. Just how y'all communicate in y'all relationships and take that nigga back 10 times.
Okay.
Come on now. Have that same energy in a friendship.
Yeah.
Because the women, we get each other. Like, if anything, we get each other. We don't understand. All you have to do is communicate it.
Literally.
But all that like miscommunication and falling out can be avoided. And if it gets to that point, then we just need to maybe we just grown apart. We growing apart.
And it's okay to outgrow people. It's okay to outgrow people because that goes back to the letting go thing. Like you should be able to let go and grow it peacefully though. It shouldn't have to be like, oh, we fell out because she betrayed me and it shouldn't even be that. Like people outgrow like mindset. So everybody don't grow on the same wavelength. Like unfortunately, everybody that you started off with not gonna be there at the finish line. Like, and that's okay though. Like that's okay. You just pray for them and send them about their business though. But like trying to hold on to like that dead weight, like you gotta let that go.
And y'all do not have to be enemies once the friendship ends either.
I hope don't know.
Y'all do not have to be enemies.
Friend of mine think that we enemies or in competition or that like I wish them all good luck, but the fact that I could still remember like that exact days and when they did like stuff to me, it's just that like I know that things would have never been the same because the way I could just like put it back in front of my head. That it's just like when you remember stuff like that, it's just like it's like triggering. So it's kind of like nah, I'm not gonna allow nobody to keep put me in that place, and then I just got it because I love you as my friend.
Right.
I'm just finna just accept this. I'm just finna just like feel some type of way. But as long as you're in my life, like no. I'd rather not think about it and not think about your ass too. Like I'm just at that point though. Like that piece is way more. It's just way more better than the chaos and the fake vibes and the phony kicking
or the jealousy,
the envy. Yeah, like we grown, and if you jealous then, I can only imagine how you will be now.
For real.
What's gonna continue to grow within. Like I can only imagine. Like I don't need nobody secretly disliking me, secretly hating
for real,
secretly. Cause ain't nobody gonna come out the woodworks in your face and tell you that they jealous.
Mm-hmm. They not.
Like,
but you gonna notice little things,
yeah,
and you gonna dismiss it or ignore it. But the fact that that's even coming to your mind,
yeah,
I feel like it should be addressed. Like if you get any ounce of feeling like your friend or your sister and your sisterhood jealous of you, address it, because that alarm not going off for no reason.
Exactly.
Like,
and I used to be naive too. I never thought that people would ever like. I didn't think jealousy existed. You couldn't tell me that somebody was jealous of me. You could never tell me that anybody would be jealous of me or feel some type of way about me. You couldn't tell me that. I just didn't believe it. I'm like, why? Like, why would they be jealous of me? Like, I'm kind, I'm nice,
right?
I'm this, I'm that. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. Like, you should be happy that we friends. Like, you should be appreciative that you have a friend. I should
motivate you if anything.
Whole time. Want the same dude that you want the same.
They want your whole life at this point.
Whole life. Same clothes, same hairstyles.
You done told them about like something you want to get into as far as career or something. Now
they turn around, they in.
Yeah, when you start? You be like, oh, I didn't know you was into that. No, it just real. So happened that I brought this up and you just into it now.
Yeah. You don't even know how to do that. Like, I've been doing this. When you start, and I'm all for people doing like getting motivated and everything. But choose your own lane.
Path.
Like choose your own lane. Like you don't gotta do the same thing I do. Do some. If I want to inspire you, I just want to inspire you to be a boss. I don't want you to inspire. I don't want you to come in the lane and do the same thing I'm doing. And then, like, what are we both doing? Like, how we gonna dominate the industry if we both doing the same thing? Like, no, we gotta pick different areas. But at the end of the day, what we all want to be bosses, though.
Yeah.
Like that's how I be looking at stuff. Not like.
I mean, unless they been like had that thought.
Yeah, they been
had that thought career wise, then cool.
That's one thing. But it's another thing when they wake up like, let me go do the same thing she's doing, because she make it look easy. Yeah. If she can do it, I can do it. That's what people go wrong at. My lane, not your lane. My path, not your path. We walk in different paths though. But
we all can succeed.
It's room for everybody. It's room for everybody. Because in all honesty, like me and my friends, we be dropping gems on each other. Like life skills, life experiences. We not all in the same field, but like at the end of the day, like it's their character, it's their mindsets, it's how they apply pressure. Like they be dropping gems on me. Like Whitney, I look at my friend Whitney like she a mentor. Like she damn near like big sis, and she don't gotta be big sis to just me. She can be big sis to all of y'all, because we all around the same age, but she's older than us, and she's on this path that's like, with a house and like her own stuff, and it's like how she come in, she ain't nobody to play with, but she knows she be dropping gems like, okay, that's like about that, like and you do too. It's real life, like looking out for each other. It's real life, like I want to see you do good because I care about you. Like that's how it feel when I talk to my friends, like, I'm going to put you up on game. And it don't got to be career-based. I'm going to put you up on game because I don't want you to be no goofy. I'm going to put you up on game because I've been there, done that. I'm going to put you up on game because I experienced that before. I'm going to put you up on game because who would I be if I did it? Like, that like, come on now. That's what you're supposed to do. Because I really don't be looking at like I got friends. I don't have any sisters. So my friends, I look at like, and that's why I be real skeptical cool about who I let in my life because I don't have any sisters. When you don't have any sisters, you look at things in a different way because you never had that sacred bond with no other person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how you relate growing up to somebody, you relate to your sister. That's your first friend.
Mm-hmm.
My friends are my sisters. They're like family to me, and I hold them close. But the people I let in my life, I be on some like, for better or for worse. Like, we too old to be going separate ways.
For
like
real.
we gonna thug out whatever issues we got. We gonna talk out what we need to talk out. And I feel like even if we didn't start off as strong, we getting stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our bonds are getting stronger. So I also appreciate that because they all show me like what it's like to have a sister. Like, but just not having a sister though, it's hard. You don't know how to be a friend. Mm-hmm. Who gonna teach you how to be a friend? You don't. You don't know how to be a friend. You don't know how to relate to other females. You don't have nobody to confide in growing up either. Like, I didn't have nobody to confide in. I didn't have nobody to go to. I didn't have nobody that was gonna, like, show me how to do this and do that and do that. Like, I had to figure it out. I never had a sister. But like, now that I do have friends, I talk to them like how I would talk if I had a sister. Like, I could talk about, I know they be like, Jessica so this and this and that, but I could ask. Most things people will be shy or embarrassed to talk about. I don't really be feeling like that. Like, even like sex. I like hearing their stories, and I like telling them because we learn stuff in between those. Like, I'm like, really? And it's just like, or like affection, how to be affectionate with a man, like from a female's perspective. Like, you need that. Like, you be needing certain things that a sister would be able to teach your older sister, or if you were an older sister, you could teach your little sister. But like, not having that, it's like I be having all the questions, I just be wanting to know. The only person I have to ask other than that is Google. But it's like, no, y'all the real life, real experiences. So I be wanting all the details. I have all brothers. Can you imagine growing up with all guys? And we not even like real close in age either. So it's really like me, solo, dolo. I didn't know how to have a friend. I didn't care about having friends. I always wanted that person, but I always be like, I used to see things happen like between other siblings or between friends, and I'd be like, shit, maybe it's a blessing my mama didn't have no sisters because I didn't know what I'd be. What would happen if I had a younger sister or an older sister? Like, I don't know how I would act. But I'm glad I got the sister friends. The sister friends I have that all have different personalities. We're like real balanced friends. Like me and you. Like,
yeah,
I haven't met like nobody that was like real balanced. Like a real balance. Like, other people notice. Like, that's how you know that it's like, you're like, yeah, y'all like really balance each other out. Like, when they watch the podcast, they like, y'all really like balance each other out. Like, the way the questions you ask and how I answer, it's like, okay, like it's a good chemistry.
Yeah, I heard that. Friendships and sisterhood is important though. Like, it's okay to have friendships or some type of sisterhood. Everybody need at least somebody solid, like outside of family,
Yeah.
in your corner. Like,
it can teach you
everybody needs that. Yeah.
It can teach you how to
be open to friendship. Like, be open to sisterhood because it is good people out there. Don't let your experience of like bad friends or unhealthy friendships moving forward affect like you wanting to meet new people or be friends with people.
Yeah.
It does get better.
It does get better.
It does.
It does get better. It gets better later.
It can be discouraging. Like, dang, like I'm done. I don't want to meet no new friends because of your history of bad friendships. But like, nah, like keep an open mind. You will meet a good friend that aligns with you and who you are.
Yeah, you definitely got to be open. And I think like it'd be so crazy because we was talking like boundaries, but like I feel like when you meet the friends that's your friends, like your people, like the boundaries are naturally there. Like, I don't think we really had to form boundaries because out of respect, we just knew certain things we wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I wouldn't do this to Raquel because Raquel wouldn't do this to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was just like, it was an automatic, like, and that's what I'm saying. You got to be open because some people you have to like set boundaries for.
That's
but then
true.
It be like, dang, why I gotta set boundaries for my friend or like my sister? Like, dang. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. Our bonds have gotten stronger because I've had like conversations and they'll be like, yeah, I know when I need to get up off the phone with you, or I know when I need to give you some space, so I know. And it's like, it's good though that they know that you don't have to like overly tell them, or you don't have to like snap out. You just kind of just can, okay, we get it. Like, you need your little space, or and vice versa. Like, you could tell when somebody don't want to be bothered, and it don't have to be taken the wrong way because you understand that my friend is human, and my friend is probably tired, or my friend is probably this, or my friend is probably that, and I respect that. Instead of like seeing you not in the best spot, but still being selfish and making it all about me.
Taking things personal. I feel like
That's
in
crazy.
friendships,
I take everything personal.
In friendships, though, like, it's okay to not take things personal. Like, don't take every single thing personal because you don't know what your friend going through in their life at that time, and they may not have opened up with you about it in that moment. But that don't mean they're not going through nothing. Like, try not to take things so personal, or like, oh, I text my friend and she texted me back 2 days later, like, how you know she ain't laid up in the hospital somewhere? Like, you gotta chill sometimes. Like, give her time, or him, because you never know what's going on in somebody's life. And it's good to check up on your friends too, because especially if you used to being like the strong friend.
Yeah.
For the people who used to being a strong friend, I need y'all friends to know that the strong friend need to be checked on too. Like, y'all need to check on the strong friend, because the strong friend on her last look, she hanging on thin rope. Check on her too.
Keep her strength going. Like,
under what you see, she tired. Yeah. Under what you see, she going through a lot. Under what you see, she probably depressed, or mentally, her mental health ain't where it needs to be. Check on her too.
But also, the strong friend gotta also know to, like, it's okay to be open and vulnerable. Like, it's been times like that I was like, I can't do it. Like, I don't have the strength to do it. That I will openly admit that, like, I'm down and out. I'm drained. I'm tired. I'm hanging on by my last leg. I'm crying on the phone. I'm bawling. Like, and my friends were there though. Like, not really saying too much, but just letting me just like talk. So like, for the strong friends, like, you ain't always got to be strong. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be like tired. It's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, it's life. Like, I wouldn't expect nobody to be 100% every day.
Right.
Like, if you 100% every day, something wrong with you. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with the person who experience emotions throughout the day. That emotions fluctuate throughout the day. It's the ones that put that mask on and that ego, and just because you're gonna eventually feel it. And instead of feeling it by yourself, like, you have to give yourself some time. But like, the people around you, that they supposed to be able to help you. Like, they supposed to be able to, you supposed to be able to lean on their shoulder when you down. Like, it's okay. How you feeling? I'm not okay. I mean, I can't take the pain away, but I can always pray for you. I hope you feel better. And that goes a long way. Like, somebody helping you feel better. People be like, oh, okay. Or some people don't even respond to messages.
Some people don't know. Some people don't know what to do.
Yeah. So the fact that like you even can get a response is like, understand that part. It's okay to be whatever way you need to be. Just don't stay in it forever. Like, I have my days too. I have my days where I just be like, nah, I don't want to talk to nobody. But one of my friends will call, and I'm still gonna answer the phone. I'm still gonna answer the phone because they might make me feel better,
right?
By the end of the conversation.
Pull you out of that,
yeah. or like getting a funny picture, or text message. You know, that could change your mood. Like I struggle with anxiety, and I be having like panic attacks, and like my a friend will call. I've had a friend that called like in the beginning of the my anxiety attack, and by the end of it, I'm okay. Like I'm at ease, just because I was able to talk through whatever what was going on. It's nice having a sisterhood, and I get what you're saying about like the how to categorizing the friends, and I agree with that at times. But I'm gonna still give my party friend a chance to be my close friend. Like I'm gonna still call that friend because I like my friends to be on the same page when it comes down to me. Like I want my friends to know what's going on with me just in case something happens, type of thing. Yeah. Like we all need to be on point. Like I've been needing my friends on point, so I'm going to give my friend a chance to be that friend that I need them to be at that time. If they fail, then you just gotta keep them the party friend. Yeah. But like if they, willing to learn and willing to meet you halfway and stuff like that, then because I don't know, I just feel like life's short, and I just feel like somebody needs to know what's going on, and I just feel like by my friends being in different cities and states, some of them in different states, some of them in different cities. I mean, maybe not the different state friends, because what they gonna do? But I mean, they can make a call. But I'm saying like, I could. I'm gonna send a text message. I might call a friend, have a friend by me, send a text message to a friend. Like they are gonna know what's going on with me at the end of the day, though. Like I'm not gonna leave no. I kind of keep like people in my life kind of like on the same page, just for the simple fact that like anything can happen, and just to keep people on point. Like y'all all know. Okay, y'all all might not know like when I'm in the hospital, but like some of y'all know when I'm in the hospital, and some of y'all know when I just got out the hospital, right? Type of thing. Like so. But I'm kind of getting at that point where it's like if you close to me, you need to know what's going on. Like if I label you as like that's in that circle, like my circle, like you gonna know what's going on with me, just for the simple fact that like why I gotta hide it, or why I feel like I can't tell you. Yeah. Like, and I would expect the same thing from you. I would expect the same thing from the rest of them. Like, they keep a secret stuff. Like, dang, do you don't trust me or something? Like, why you can't tell me that you was just going to, that make you feel some type of way though? Because like you said, anything can happen. And I had an unexpected event that happened in my life that it was just like I'm literally the last 5 minutes that I had to actually text. I'm trying to send out 100 text messages to people, and it's like when I could have called or sent text messages when I first got there, and it was just like, dang, no, I need the right people in my life so I could know that I trust them with knowing this and this and this about me, or if something going on with my kids, who they could, we could figure stuff out. And it's important for y'all to also, to me, for y'all to also know each other, for the simple fact that like I might need help with my kids with certain, and it's just like when you go through certain, I feel like when you go through certain life events, you got to kind of know, you got to have solid people in your corner. You got to have like solid people that know how to move if something go wrong. And, or, when you down, who to step up, who to step in, or they could discuss that amongst themselves. But like, you need that. You should want that too. Like you shouldn't have to question who to call. Like right. You should know who to call. And vice versa. Like I'm not like, dang, if we can't do this, I don't want you around for that. Yeah. So I'm just gonna like, I don't really be having time to have like all these different labels of friends. Like you either in my circle or you not. Like that's just me, like what it is now. Like it's like two sides. Like you either in my circle or you not. You either with me or you not. Like I don't got time to be, oh, this my sometime friend, or this my kick it friend. Right. And this I'm at a different place in my life. Like, no.
It is good to know where each friend is at in their life though too.
Yeah.
Like you gotta know where they at.
Yeah. Cause that'll help you narrow down like I'm speaking on what I know too. Like vice versa. Like I can't speak for nobody else. Because if a friend don't feel like that towards me, then most likely 10 times 10, I'm not gonna feel that way about them because we ain't got that. We ain't established that trust. We ain't established, we just bonded off of kicking it. That ain't, that ain't too much of nothing. Kicking it, having a good time. And most of my friends don't have friends. And I'm not gonna say that I like that, but I like that it's like a small group, like they feel the way I feel. They're not gonna let anybody in their life as well, like I am. So it's like trust means a lot to us. Loyalty mean a lot to us. How we move mean a lot to us. Like, that type of stuff mean a lot to us. And somebody who don't understand that, it's not gonna mean everything to them. And them the ones you gotta be careful because they'll cross you. Like they gonna do some shit that you're gonna be like, you thought that was cool?
For real.
Like, then you gotta go reevaluate. So
it's also good to have friends who know how to take accountability too. I feel like if it's okay to be vulnerable with your friends. Like if you feel like you did something that hurt your friend's feelings, or if you feel like your friend hurt your feelings, speak up and talk about it. Like don't let that linger. So then they can take accountability. Like, dang, like I didn't know that made you feel that way, or I know that was messed up what I did. I'm sorry. Just like relationships, friendships don't be easy all the time neither. You got some people who just like solid, like, and don't fall out or none of that. And that's cool. Like that's rare, but it's cool.
That's very rare.
Yeah, that's rare, but it's cool. And I feel like we got that.
Yeah.
But you got some friends where like y'all is gonna go through some things. And that's cool too, but y'all gotta communicate and get through things and know if like moving forward as friends is the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Like y'all both gotta be on the same page. And when it come to like envy and all that, like I feel like them type of friends you just leave alone. Like, because if you already got that envy or jealous bone in your body, like I can't do nothing with you because I'm not a jealous friend. Like if you succeed, I'm gonna be like, yes, like
I'm gonna be your biggest shit.
For real, like period.
Not like
I need that same energy.
Yeah.
I need that same energy.
Like when one of my people win, I feel like we all won. When I won or accomplished something, I feel like we all did. Like, and I want people to feel that way with me as well. Like, don't be fake clapping. You could go ahead on, like, you could stay at home with that energy though, for real. But like, and you could tell when it's genuine because, like, you ever told somebody something and they face like light up, like they just as happy as you, and you be like, it make you even more happy because
I feel like I be doing that. I be so dramatic.
I be happy. I be real happy too. I'm not gonna lie. I be like, whenever you text me something, I'll call.
You do,
and I be like, why does she know I'm gonna call? Like, I've had a friend that I told him something in person, and like, and I was like, oh, like
yeah.
Then I've also had the ones that like pause and be like, yeah, and I'd be like, fuck you pausing for? Like, no, like your energy, bro.
No, for real.
Like, what you gotta pause for? It be the pause for me because it be like, what you thinking about in that little
for real
that little 5-second pause though?
Is you gathering how to like fake it right now in the moment, like, or what?
It'd be crazy when you pay attention. Now I'm such an analytical person. Like I'm so like I observe everything. When I say something, I'm real like quiet actor. Cause I'm like trying to hit a like even little crack in the person. To see how they, and when I say something, I'm looking dead at somebody's face like I'm trying to like
I'm trying to see something.
Cause it be like some people be having delays, but like when people tell me exciting news, like I just be on like cloud 100. I'm not gonna even lie because we grown now.
Yeah.
So for like us to be like the next ones up, like we up, ain't the next ones up, like we up. It's our turn that's like make stuff happen. So it's like for us to be making things happen, it just hit different because it's like we the adults and in the inside I still be feeling like a kid though. So it's like I be feeling like this on the inside, but on the outside I'm an adult and it's like I be making my inner child happy that like I'm seeing my friends happy or like I'm witnessing life in the way that I could witness life and it's like completely different than how I witnessed it growing up. Like, it's like healing, like being happy for my friends. It's healing being able to help my friends. It's healing hearing good news from my friends. It's healing to me and them, I feel like. Because it's like you always want somebody supportive in your life. Like, you know, whether it's like your family, whether you came from a family that wasn't supportive of, or like you came from a family where you didn't feel as heard, or if you like somebody's cheering on for you, or you know, say you didn't do sports or nothing, and you kind of just was like in the back of the, you know, like in shadows. Like I feel like I lived in my brother's shadows because they played sports and stuff, but I didn't really do nothing. Like I was just like there. Not there, but like there, like my brothers play sports and things like that, and I felt like they had like a lot of attention, like a lot of support, and it's just nice to like feel the way they felt as kids. Right. Like that's probably how they felt as kids, having all that support when it was needed, like having people show up when it was needed. So I appreciate that. Like it's like healing your inner child. Like your inner child wants to be happy. You know, my cousin had made a comment one time, and he was like, you just have something in you that it just makes people want to protect you, or it makes me want to protect you. And I was like, what? He was like, they'll smile. Like, it's like you could see your inner child in somebody. Like, not your inner child, but like their inner child. Like, they're like, when they smile, like them big smiles, like a kid. And it's like, they innocence, like that makes you want to protect them. And I was like, that's crazy, because like, I feel that I see that in you. Like everybody don't have that. Like some people be taken away from like their demons and stuff. But like when people like are genuinely happy, and it shows, like that's beautiful to like still feel young, to still be youthful. Yeah. Like you want that. Like nobody, you no matter what age you are, nobody wants to actually feel old. Nobody wants, like, you know, nobody wants to look old. But when you look young, you feel young, we still moving, and like we know each other personally. Like we've been through things, and we don't look like half of the things. That's true. Nowhere near what we've been through. And I just feel like that's a blessing. Like to still smile. But I just feel like that's a blessing though. Because other people notice it. And like I always wondered what it was, but he said it. And I was just like, that's true though. I like people who smile. Because what you angry for? I mean, it be times where I be like, ain't shit funny. So, but it ain't like, I mean, it's not gonna last forever. Like, I probably have like a serious face, but then as soon as somebody look at me, I'm telling you I'm smiling. I feel like I'm smiling. Not unless it's a moment where ain't nothing funny though, like for real. Other than that, like, you can say, as soon as you say good morning to me, I'm smiling. Like, I feel like I don't be having to say much because I feel like my facial expressions tell it all. Like, I can't, when I blush, when I'm happy, that's all I've been getting about people be acting like I'm misunderstood. Because I feel like if you paid attention, you would know how happy I am, like, or you would know when I'm not. You know, you can't fake a. Can you fake an expression? I feel like you can't fake expressions. Can you fake an expression? Some people are real characters though. But you can't fake no smile. You can't fake no smile, especially when it's a genuine. That's what I'm saying, like that youthful, like genuine smile. Like you can't fake that. That's like purity. That's like real pure, like happiness. Everybody don't see that part though. I just be wanting everybody to be happy.
Yeah, and friends, all
the
friends to be happy. I don't really like. I learned like as an adult, I don't really want friends that just be mad all the time. Like you got some friends you can't take nowhere. Like we know I know I can't take her nowhere because we gonna end up fighting by the end of the day. Yeah. Like don't nobody want to be up fighting. Literally, I don't. And you don't have to be you. First of all, we too pretty in here to be mugged up anyway. Yeah. Like I don't need no friend that's like mugging or like face turned up or got an attitude, like
fake bougie and stuff. Yeah, like come on now, relax, chill, because you ain't even. We here for a good time, not a long time. Like let's just have fun. Especially when you don't go out a lot as is. You want that times that you do go out, you want to have a good time. I don't need nobody in the back thinking they bodyguard.
Like, for real, like lighten up for a little bit. Like
if we were gonna be on go mode, then we wouldn't have came out. Like nah. Like oh yeah, you should always pay attention, but like remember to have fun.
Exactly.
Like, why not? Why would you not want to have fun? Like, why would you invite me out if we on the mission? Like, nah.
For real.
When we having a good time, not like when we trying to do something, make something, shake or something. Don't call me anyway. Nah, you can call me though if you need me to though. I'll pull up like Kim Possible though. Call me. Call me, beat me. But nah, for real though, like I like to have a good time. Like I'm not no party person. Call me when you want to plan a trip. And that's so crazy. Like we suck at planning trips. Like
man,
we be last minute. We be like, what you doing in 2 weeks? Let's
for real.
Missing flights and all.
Literally.
Like
our time and together, like individually, we already don't be on time to things. But together it just like, be it's ridiculous.
Like, I don't know what we be doing. I don't. Like, I feel like we have it all planned out too. Like even the podcast, we be like, we not gonna film. We gonna be filmed by like 1:32. I get here at 1 o'clock. I'm like, I'm gonna be here at 1 o'clock. I get here at 2 o'clock. We done talked about topics. We gonna get food.
We done went out to eat before this. Like
we gonna look for something to drink. Didn't get nothing to drink.
For real.
Like we just like we still get the job done though. Yeah. Like we still make time. Like we still be having a good time though. Like, and that's why I like that people. I like people like that. Like when things don't go as planned, you don't get mad. You be around people be mad as hell. That stuff.
It depends on what it is though. It depends on what it means to that person.
If I'm gonna be late for my own birthday. If I be late for my own important events, please don't have them. And I'm not trying to sound selfish or nothing, but everybody who knows me know me and time management is literally like polar opposites. I try, and the crazy part is I do be trying. It's not that I don't be trying. I realize be trying and then be looking up. It be 2 hours later. My showers, it's like when I know I gotta be somewhere, my showers take longer, my hair take longer, my car take longer to heat up. Like it just be like it take longer for me to eat. It take longer for me to find the outfit. And then I had a nerve to go lay back in the bed. You ain't ever did that, sat down?
Man.
Right, because I know when we just be late and we still be moving in slow motion. Like I've sat there and be like, what I supposed to be doing though? Like we had missed our flight in Atlanta. That one time we went to Atlanta, we missed our flight. And we had to
book a whole nother ticket. We had to book a whole nother flight to get home.
Didn't we do that both times? Didn't we miss our flight the second time too?
We missed it the second time too.
And we had to wait for a layover. Then we missed 2 flights the second time, didn't we? We missed the first we missed our flight, then we missed our second layover. And then was able to be on the third layover, right?
We had to book with a whole nother.
Yeah. And that's crazy. They made us throw away all our lotions.
For real.
We was so.
And I don't even think we had to do that.
We didn't, but we was trying to rush, so we was trying to take our bags because it was too late to put on our check bags, so we was gonna do this carry on. I feel like we be on our time, and thank God we be on the same time because if we went on the same time, we probably would bump heads. But it's literally like we be on the same time.
We be on our time.
We do, but we get that time. Like it's not like one of us is like time efficient when they come down to like time management. One of us is like
yeah, like we gotta be on time. Like
yeah, like I don't even think I can have somebody in my life like that. I'd be like, that's probably what I need, some structure in my life.
Time structure.
Yes, but I don't be tripping because it gets done regardless though. Like stuff get done regardless. Because once I get up and get out the door, I'm good. Like once I get up and get out the door, I'm good. Like I go kill 5 birds with one stone and be back in the house by 5 o'clock. But it's just the getting out the house for me. It's the getting up and getting ready. But once I hit that door, I'm good. Fun to me is like peaceful things like that dance workout class, we were going to dance workout class. That was fun because I be
learning new dance moves.
Yeah, okay.
Getting the blood and heart pumping.
Definitely. Yoga is relaxing. It's not too much. It's fun. It's more like relaxing. Like it sets the tone. Definitely like that. Booking flights. We be having so much fun because like we like to eat. We just too much like we are. Like, did we even party last time we went to Atlanta?
We did go out. Was that the second time we went to that place? It was like a soul food. We had the oxtails and stuff.
Or was that was the second time.
That was the second time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did go out there because the first night when we met up with Misha.
Yeah, we did go out. That night was lit. The first night was lit.
Like, I can't wait for us to go out of town again. Like, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, I want to go to Atlanta. I feel like that's something I want to do every year. I love
Atlanta.
I do. If that one incident that happened to me the first time we went, I would have moved down there. But that first incident,
man, Atlanta, y'all crazy.
Yeah,
I thought Chicago was crazy.
I ain't never been. I wasn't. And you know what's crazy? I don't even think that I was that scared because you can't really like all I was doing in my head was like God, please let me make it back home to my kids. But like, I think I was as calm as I could be because I just couldn't believe this. Like, I think I was more so mad that like. I feel like they played in my face because I literally turned around and was like, it's a gun to my face. Like, is it for
you might
real?
as well tell them the story.
Ain't no story to tell. We in the car sitting at the red light.
In Atlanta.
And I'm talking to Raquel. She in the passenger seat. Misha in the back seat. I'm in the driver's seat. I'm literally looking at Raquel like this. I turn to my left. It's a gun to my head. Like,
no lie.
Like, a gun with an extendo. The gun was damn near inside the car. Like, I could laugh at it now.
That was a terrifying
but it was
moment.
like this. Like, I was like,
ain't no way this is happening.
In a way, like, we had to like realize, like,
play it smooth.
We just played this move. Like, after we followed them, because they wanted us to follow them. We was up in a one lane road, right? Because wasn't they on the side of us and they got in front of us? Yeah. So we followed them to the little liquor store. One of the dudes was a hothead for real. Then they like follow us again. So we follow. I took the first right turn and just took off. And I don't know where we was at, but I had to get like, what would you have done if we was in? I was want to ask you, Misha, I feel like we should call Misha and be like, Misha, what would you have done? What would y'all have done if y'all was in the driving seat? Because I feel like God put me in certain situations for a reason. Now, I don't know if y'all would have handled that how I would have handled that.
That's true.
Like, I could remain calm. Like, I could remain calm in situations like that, though. Like, I instantly go into like a different type of mode when stuff like that happens. Like, I'm not no hothead. I'm not finna talk crazy like I'm the big bad wolf because you don't know what extent you already crazy putting a gun out
and you don't even know us.
Right. So it's like I always wanted to know, like, what would you have done if you was in the driver's seat?
Being in the passenger seat, that was a terrifying moment alone. So being in the driver's seat, I feel like I would have been terrified and mad at the same time. Because why you think you could play with me? Why do you think you can play with me like that? You don't know me. You got this gun to my head.
Yes.
You in a whole nother car though. They in a whole nother car.
And the fact that I didn't even hear this gun being put to my face, I literally turned around. No, it's a gun to my face. I'm not finna do nothing.
That was insane.
Like, I couldn't believe that. Once we left the liquor store and they was like, follow us to this park, I hit the first right, and I'm telling you, I ain't looked back. And I just was gone. And I was just like, damn.
That was close. Like that wasn't none but God. Because that situation could have went so many different ways. All we wanted was a fun trip to Atlanta. We gotta worry about losing our life. Come on now, Atlanta. Y'all gotta do better.
Do better, please. Like the second time we went, that first night we was turned up. Was that the first night? When we went to Buckhead? You remember when the old girl, we stayed in the hotel?
Yeah.
And we went to that, was that the first night? Or was that the second night? That was the first night, wasn't it? No, because the first time we was with Misha. Did we go out that same night?
I think we did.
We did go out that same night because I was drunk.
We did, and then we had to get in an Uber, right? We was trying to call an Uber. We ended up getting in the car with them.
Yeah. So we went out after Misha dropped us off. Yeah.
We did.
Yes, because you remember we was sitting out. We had to be sitting outside or something.
We came across
somebody like white girl.
We did go out. We
went right back out, but we was so drunk. I was drunk. Like that, I feel like that's when my drunkenness kicked in because when we got to where we was going, I was asleep the whole
time. We finally got to where we was going after that, and she wanted to be asleep. It was time to go at that point because we're not gonna be in here sleep like this. We not gonna be in here.
I was trying my hardest to stay up though, but you know when people start driving fast out of nowhere.
What them driving fast? The driving fast put you to sleep?
It makes you drunker. It don't make you drunker. It makes me drunker. Like when somebody starts driving fast. That I was at a point where I was like that drunk where I'm falling asleep. I wasn't like on no wine drunk. I was on some like drunk as hell, like nah, but that was funny though. Good times. We used to be lit.
And friendships too, like it's good to have friends who like it's okay to be teachable. Like don't be the friend that feel like I know everything. You can't teach me nothing. Like right. I already know that. I've been through that. Like, yeah, we all been through our own experiences. But allow yourself to be teachable too.
Yeah, because not everybody handle their experiences the same way. So it's like be willing to learn.
Yeah.
How you could have handled something different. Cause like, I never really been a hothead. Just be how I listen to how other people handle stuff. I take that in consideration for myself. And I feel like it's also the same way with like my friends too. I feel like I'm the calmest of my friends.
Really?
Who calmer than me? You ain't calmer than me. I know you're not finished trying to say you calmer than me.
I feel like I'm pretty calm.
You ain't calmer than me. You is calm, but you ain't calmer than me. Raquel, I would never forget the memory. So I'm not even going to bring up all the memories because we ain't got to talk about it if you don't want to talk about it. But I feel like you should talk about it. It was just a funny time though, that I just walked up and was just like,
story time. Nah. It was a situation. It was a situation, right? In my past with who I was with. Mm-hmm. And they must have like cheated on me. And I didn't handle that well. Like I don't handle being cheated on or like feeling like somebody playing with me well. I do not handle that well. And as an adult, I'm still learning how to keep my emotions intact better. Mm-hmm. It's a process.
Yes.
But this particular situation, I didn't handle that. Who I was with cheated on me well. So I came to where they was at and I slit all the tires. First, second. Literally all the tires. This moment, but I was so furious in that moment.
Was you really? Because you seem really calm to me.
In the moment, like when I did it, I had did it already, and then I called y'all to come.
Yeah. Yeah, she did it, and then she called us, and me and my friend Whitney. We pulled up. It was so funny though, because like the person was so mad, like get her, take her. We like, who finna take you somewhere? Like we wasn't condoning the bad behavior or the wild behavior or the impulse behavior, but it was like you can't tell nobody how to react when you done did something to make them mad though. Exactly. So it's like, who am I to be like, come on, Raquel, don't do that. Like,
you're better than that now. Yeah. All of a sudden, like, no. Why aren't you taking accountability for how you made me feel?
Exactly.
You want to control how I react or how I feel, but you did that to me.
And that's crazy when people do that though. Like, let me see, was it a time where I was impulsive? I feel like I be handling situations well. The only time I think about is the time at IHOP. That was the only time.
Oh my goodness.
That it was kind of like,
ain't no kinda. It was up in there. I'm looking at y'all like, is y'all for real? Like,
right? That wasn't my fault though. Like, it wasn't my fault. I tried to keep the peace, but like, you know how somebody just keep talking and you let them have their moments because I'm all for having your freedom of speech, you know. But at some point, you got to know when to shut up. Like, at some point, you got to know, like, okay, I said what I said. It's over with. When people keep talking after a certain minute, it's like they want a reaction. So at that moment, I'm gonna give you what you're looking for, cause like at that moment, like I done gave you, like I was the adult, I was mature. Now I'm finna be childish, and we finna like at that point, I don't care. But I feel like I was like real life, like I feel like I was handling it well for the most part until it got to a certain extent.
Yeah, it did. It did get crazy. Like I feel like the moment was so dramatic because I feel like food was being tossed.
Places for the this is for the be quiet, and I'm over there like, I'm not going nowhere. They say, come on, no. Fuck the police. Fuck all this. Cause that's what I'm saying. People be wanting to push you and then want to try to get you to calm down. Like, why would you even want to take? You don't know what type of angry I'm gonna get. Like, I'm trying to keep myself in composure at that moment, but you still edging me on. At that point, when I black out, don't try to calm me down now. You had 20, 30 minutes to say what you had to say, and we move on from it. But people just be poking at you like, nah. Everybody don't handle confrontation in the same way. I know I don't, but I get people. I'm also about people. I'm gonna let you say what. I'm not no person where you can't say what you want to say. I'm all for that, but at the same time, you need to know as a person. Say what you need to say, and that's it. Don't say what you need to say, and then keep poking at it like you want a reaction from me. Because once you get that reaction from me, I guarantee you're not gonna like it. I guarantee you, because while you feeling that way, in my head, if this motherfucker don't shut up, it's finna go up. Like, that's what's in my head. Like, okay. Like, I understand where you're coming from. But you wrap that shit up. Like, like, come on now, because I'm starting, my legs starting to shake. And like, at that moment, it sounds like people don't understand how annoying that is. Everybody should have self-awareness, self-control, self-discipline. Don't be trying to act like you almighty soul around me and feel like I just gotta sit there and listen to your shenanigans. Cause it's gonna be some shenanigans, all right. Like, I'll be trying to be calm though, but that unhealed version come out. That unhealed Jessica comes out, and hey, I be blacking out. Do you feel like you be blacking out? I know I be blacking out.
I do be blacking out. Yeah. Well, I used to black out. I did used to black out. I feel like I'm gonna be blacking out no more.
You can handle it better.
Yeah. I feel like, cause like the things I went through then, I don't go through it now.
Yeah.
So now, like, I don't have to black out.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna put myself in those situations around people where they gonna trigger me in that sense. That sense, like people that's around me, I feel like they know me pretty well now. they know me well enough that like we don't over push each other buttons either. Like we just know each other, and like we're not gonna put each other in those predicaments where we touch weak spots, like, or where we touch spots that's like sensitive or anything like that. Like ain't nobody knocking on my head trying to like get a reaction out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody in my energy that's trying to do too much, trying to belittle me or trying to make me feel like you feel me, like I'm just like I ain't or like they got power over me, or like they somebody and I'm nobody. It ain't nobody in my life like that trying to trigger me or play in my face or nothing. I rate them.
It's good to have friends who, cause like I feel like in my life with friends, people like they'll say things in a joking way, but it'll be like bogus. Like, how you joking about something like that? Like, don't play with me. Don't joke with me about that. Like, pay attention to the friends who be like trying to use jokes as like shade, throwing shade. Like, why you talking to each other like that anyway? Like, if you don't have nothing nice to say to me as my friend, don't say it at all.
For real.
Especially don't joke to me about it, because then like,
then I'm looking like, what's your time about? Bald head ass, and I just talking about your ass real direct. You gonna feel some type of way though. Like I had a friend like that before, throwing slick shots. But when I made shit direct, little flaws and stuff, or little issues, or whatever the case may be, when I came with a rebuttal, like, the audacity. Yeah. Cause who? Like you either a friend or you not, but you acting like you want to be an enemy. So yes, we could take it there. But like, who wants to do that with somebody that they actually like really fuck with though? Like that's bogus. Like understand, it's a thin line between a friend and an enemy nowadays. Exactly. It's a very
have friends in your life that uplift you and who are kind and nice to you. Like it's free to be kind and nice. You do not have to have friends that are mean or who joke with you in ways that hurt your feelings. Like we don't have to be them type of friends.
Have friends that pray for you. Have friends that'll pray for you too. Like no shame in my game. I be praying for my friends. I pray. Like I be who I need to be for my friends. I be who I need to be, period, across the board, like with anybody in my life. Like if you need me to be a friend, if you need me to be a teacher, if you need me to be your mom, if you need me to be whoever you need me to be, I could be that person. And I think that's because of the experiences I've had in my life that put me in those positions throughout life, that now, like, that I have people in my life that we balance each other out in different ways. Like they teach me certain things, I teach them certain things. Like I feel like God for me in certain situations for me to be who I need to be for people. Like when people experience me, they experience me in the way that they need to experience me. You can experience me as Jessica, or you can experience me like in all those different ways that you need to experience. But my friends and my family, they experience me in all those. But some people experience me in only karma. Sometimes I'm karma. Do you ever feel like that? I be feeling like that. I'm like, everybody don't get to, like, I'm me regardless, but depending on who it is, the interactions are different though, depending on what our goal is to accomplish within our interactions with each other in life. Like, sometimes you are karma to people. Like, you're somebody's karma, somebody's your karma, you're somebody's lesson, vice versa. Or so you might be the blessing. You never know. But I feel like after a while, you get it. You had like a ha moment. Like I was the karma, I would use the lesson or something. You just kind of know what you were supposed to do in your lifetime. Like I feel like I know my purpose in this life, so I don't really be what's the word? I don't really be scared to open up about things anymore. Like, yes, I have business, but I'm not really scared to open up about my past situations for the simple fact that like your situation, your experience could change somebody else's perspective, change somebody else's life. Like you never know like what inspiration you could be for somebody. So I feel like that's my purpose in life. So I'm open now. I wasn't always open. The crazy, the calm, the whoever, and it's not judgmental either.
Right.
It's not judgmental, and I appreciate that because when I was younger, I was kind of like I wasn't gonna say I was one sided with a lot of things, but I wasn't open. I just wasn't open. I was more closed off. I was very protective, very quiet, very just like self centered, me type of thing. Now I'm kind of seeing things where it's like I see myself in a different perspective. Like I feel like I'm able to self reflect and I'm able to see other people. Like it's just things different now.
So yeah, we hope that y'all able to relate with our take on friendships and sisterhood, and just make sure you have healthy friendships in your life. Like that's the most important thing, and communication too is good. Like make sure you communicating in your friendship so there's no misunderstandings or y'all not, y'all on a good page at all times. And we hope that we helped y'all. And if y'all want to share y'all experiences or comment or y'all comfortable, we don't judge. And in friendships, please try not to judge your friends' experiences or their stories that they share with you because they obviously feel comfortable with you to share it. So don't go judging them in that moment or, after they tell you that you in your head, like, well, I would have did this, like, because you don't know how you would be in that same situation.
Exactly.
So try not to judge your friends. You there to listen sometimes. It's also okay to just listen and not always try to do this, do this, do that. Like sometimes friends just be needing you to just be a listening ear. And if it fits, then share like advice and stuff like that. But it's okay to just listen as a friend too sometimes. But we're wrapping it up now, and we want y'all to continue to tune in. And thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Adios.
Bye.